fuck working every single day just to be able to survive. I don't want to fucking survive. I want to fucking thrive. Everybody's saying, oh, you need to get another job, and you'll be able to make more money. Why the fuck should I have to fucking work so goddamn hard? I've broken my back and busted my fucking knuckles for 30 fucking years. For what? So I could have a social security payment one day, which can't match the inflation that we have in the United States of America? Fuck that shit. Why the fuck am I working for corporate America? I don't have any fucking retirement benefits that are worth a shit. Because, stock prices are up. Yay. I don't see stock prices. I got a 401k, but it's not worth a shit. Meanwhile, everybody's like, yay, Elon Musk is going to be a trillionaire. He's going to have 1/4 of the fucking profit the United States makes in a year. 1/4 of it. And you guys are okay with that. Billionaires shouldn't fucking exist. You keep working fucking harder and sucking the boss's dick, and he'll make sure that he gets another Corvette next year while you drive around in your fucking Pinto getting fucked. This is a fucked up system. I shouldn't have to work so hard. Where's my goddamn fucking socialized health care? Why am I paying 32% in taxes and I have fuck all to show for it? And you guys are okay with it. We fought because of tax on tea leaves, and now we can't even fucking scratch our asses without paying money. This is fucking bullshit, and everybody fucking knows it. But everybody's just gonna get on their comment section and la-di-da-di. Fuck you. Fuck you all for just being complacent. Silence emboldens the oppressor. Silence emboldens the oppressor, right? And everybody's just quick to be fucking silent.
I'm working like 70 hours a week, working 15 hours a day, and I can barely afford to eat, barely afford anything, barely afford to put gas in my beat-up car. It's like 20 years old. Meanwhile, I'm thinking back, man. It's like, man, I remember my dad. He worked a forklift job. Okay, that's not even a trade. He's a forklift driver, and he had a stay-at-home wife, 3 kids, 3 vehicles, a camper. Went on multiple vacations a year, okay? We always had food in the house. We never went hungry. I don't ever remember struggling that much. Like, maybe here and there to be like, hey, turn the lights off. I'm trying to save electricity. That's it. That's it. And then here I am, sitting here, just straight up just struggling, man.
Yeah.
I gotta work 15 hours a day. Otherwise, I can't pay my bills. I am single. I don't have kids. I don't have a wife. None of that shit. That boat has sailed for me. That boat has sailed for me. And the way it is right now, there's no way I could afford that. There ain't no way. I know some people are doing it right now, but they are pinching it. They are pinching it. And, I don't know, man. Don't even get me started on my grandparents. Don't even get me started. He had one job, gravy job.
Listen to this shit. I got some venting to do. Why is it that the hardest workers, I don't know if this is everybody else's workplace, but this is mine. The hardest workers do not get any recognition, any favors, any time off, any raises. But if you are the laziest person we have, or you lay out of work all the time and you walk around and you don't do shit at all, you don't do your assigned job, we'll promote you. We'll give you a raise. We'll let you just keep coming to work and not doing anything, not benefiting a damn person but yourself. Don't get in trouble. The hardest workers get more workload, no extra pay, no extra time off, but you're the laziest sumbitch we got, and we'll just keep on giving you. I've witnessed this at other jobs, and I just need to know if it's around here or if this is everywhere.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which is to say in the Paleo Hebrew, Yahweh, which is the name of our Heavenly Father, meaning He is, and that is who the world ignorantly calls God. Bahashem, which means in the name, Yahweh Shai, which means He is our salvation. And that is who the world also ignorantly calls Jesus, a so-called black man who, by the way, only came for the Israelites. All right? Now, what you saw or witnessed was a collage of video clips put together to convey a message that what? Esau Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, particular those in the higher positions, don't even give a damn about their own, okay? Because we saw from those 3 videos that those are pretty young Edomites, or presumably Edomites, that are trying to live the American dream, but they can't. Because why? This place is kicking their ass, okay? They can't get ahead, all right? And it's all but over for this place in Esau Edom's kingdom, all right? When you got your subjects complaining like that, you know it's a wrap, man, okay? You know it's a wrap, all right? And this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 14 and verse 5. It reads, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?" So you know this man don't have a bone in his body that is good, all right? Everything about him is wicked and evil. He's evil to himself. So how much more you, Jake, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, that got your hand out, that want this society to continue to go on under this wicked rulership? You think he's going to be good to you? Are you sick? Are you okay? Because once this New World Order is up and running, to the extent that he's made this microchip mandatory, you can forget about it, okay? He's not even good to himself. So how much more you? It says, Ecclesiasticus chapter 14, verse 5. "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?" No one, because it's not in his nature. The Lord didn't create him that way. He created him to be the wicked, the serpent, the crooked. It says, "He shall not take pleasure in his goods." All right? It's a wrap. It's over, okay? The people are in an uproar. Shit is only getting worse. Things are only going to fall apart even quicker. And it's just ready for the taking, man. All right? He's getting ready to come with that great wrath. Revelation 12 and 12. So let's go to this right here and read Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice." And no one's rejoicing under this current rulership, because why? They're not righteous, okay? They're not even good to their own selves. It says, "But when the wicked," Slakia, let me start over and correct myself. Proverbs 29 and 2 reads, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice." So we know that the righteous is not in authority, because why? The people aren't rejoicing. They're throbbing, they're sad, they're complaining. You see how the Edomites, those 3 Edomites, were venting and saying how good it was back when their parents was working, their grandparents, and so on and so forth. Esau Edom doesn't care about that shit anymore. All right? He has an agenda to push, and he could care less if you can afford your rent, if you working 15 hours a day, you know, if you a good employee, and the other employees that aren't good employees seem like they get more benefits than you. He could care less about that, because why? He has an agenda that he has to accomplish before a certain period of time. See? So it's going to get worse. All right? And that's why we read, "He that is not good to himself, who shall he be good to?" No one. All right? That's why it says this, "But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn." And that's all you hear. That's all you're hearing. 401k ain't worth shit. Your IRA is going to crash. Everything is getting ready to take a dive to usher in this new world order, this RFID microchip, the mark of the beast. All right. It says, whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father, but he that keepeth company with harlots spendeth his substance. See? And that's all Esau Edom wants you to do, man. Spend your substance. Because why? America is that harlot, man. All right? When you just spend, you can never save. All right? It's not meant for you to, one, save, and for you to, two, have anything. All right? That's the type of, world and economy and stage that this devil wants, for you to spend, to consume, and to have nothing. All right? That's why it's not set up for you to get ahead. All right? Jake, if you see how he doing his own people, what do you think he's going to do to you? What do you think he's done to you? All right? There's not a good bone in his body, so stop trying to save this damn devil, man. Okay? So let's go to what we was going to go to. I had a good precept on the edge of my mind, but it slipped me. Whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father, but he that keepeth company with harlots spendeth his substance. Let's just go to Mark. It's a good one at Mark, goodie but oldie. This is the book of Mark, chapter 3, in verse 24. It says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, which this is clearly division, all right? You got the has-beens, those that once was able to make a living, back in the day, as he said, my grandfather, my father, those are the has-been Edomites, man. And now you got the never will be Edomites, okay? This newer generation that seeing that working a 9-to-5, 15-hour job or construction job ain't doing nothing. The dude said that he can't even get a family, all right? That ship is sailed, all right? So much for living the American dream. That's over with, all right? It says, St. Mark 3:24, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. This is why we're seeing the turmoil, all right? These Edomites are in an uproar. Because why? It's divided. It's all but over, okay? And Esau Edom, the so-called white man, particularly the elite, knows that, which is why they get ready to come with it. It says, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. See? And these Edomites, who are the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, are at odds with each other. And that's how you know that this kingdom is coming to an end. That's one of the signs. We just read it. It says what? And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. Let's go to 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, because they about to rise up against each other, man. Okay? Satan against Satan. 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, in verse 16. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. See? So we are entering into a time where these Edomites are going to say, the hell with it, man. You're pushing us to the edge. You're pushing us over the edge. You're coming into our neighborhoods. You're setting up these data centers. You're affecting the quality of our life, from the water that's running through these data centers, to the electricity that is consuming, to the jobs that it's going to replace. All of that's going to take a factor, and they're going to come with it, man. All right? See, and this is why we tell you, this is not your fight, Jake. Arise and depart, for this is not your rest. Micah 2:10. See? This ain't your fight, man. All right? You were only brought here to what? Wake up to who you are, repent, and turn back to the Father in time to get out of the way for what's inevitable, the downfall of Babylon, aka the United States of America. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, and verse 10. This is not your fight, Jake. It says, arise ye and depart. See? Depart from this place. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. Well, not so much more physically, but mentally and spiritually, all right? Because we won't depart from this place until the chariots come to deliver us. But just speaking in the sense of spiritually and mentally, this ain't our rest. This ain't our fight. Stop trying to go down to these town hall meetings thinking your voice is going to make an opinion or make an impact. It ain't, man. They're not even good to their own selves. So you think that this damn devil that don't even respect the Lord upper tier of his own is going to somehow respect you? No. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. See, now if you don't depart in time, you will be plagued with those missiles, okay? So the people are in an uproar, all right? The kings, the prince, the governors, they could care less because they already got what they got and what they gonna use when they come with it, all right? That's why they got ICE. That's why they got the National Guards. That's why they got UN, all right, for that civil unrest, okay? It is brewing. Make no mistake about it. It is brewing, okay? Soon as this AI is running to a level where they could take away majority of these blue-collar jobs and even white-collar jobs, you're going to see a whole new vibe, a whole new, what's the word? You know, spirit in the air, especially with these Edomites, man. Okay? You're going to see Esau revert back to his days where, hey, he was in that low-light, you know, beast state. All right? So it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. See? So it's all but over, man. The vision, the people complaining, because why? The wicked is in authority. Because when the righteous is in authority, hey, we're going to run this world a complete 180, all right? See, we're going to run it in righteousness, all right? This devil, he's not running it into righteousness because why? He's the wicked, all right? So let's see if I can get that precept again, and then we'll just go ahead and move on to the next one and close out. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. See? So this is where we at. And then of course we read verse 3, whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father, but he that keepeth company with harlots spendeth his substance. See? And that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to spend this devil's substance. When he gave you that chip, that Charagma, that RFID microchip, how do you think you're going to buy and sell? Revelation 13:16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, a Charagma, in your right hand or in your forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, lest he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number. See? In order for you to spend his substance, you're going to have to get it, okay? You're going to have to lay down with this hoe, this harlot, all right? And you know what happened when you lay down with a harlot, especially unprotected, you see? Because you ain't going to have no rubber, okay? Listen, you're going to lay down with this harlot and you're going to go raw dogging it, man, all right? And you know what you're going to catch. You're going to catch that RFID microchip, and then you're going to be destroyed, man. See? You're going to catch that RFID microchip. That's that new DEZs, that RFID microchip. A lot of 2/3 of our people going to catch it. That's just the, you know, matter of the fact. 2/3 of our people are going to catch the RFID microchip. All right? That's what this is all leading at. And we just pray to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai that he, you know, keeps us so that we don't catch the RFID microchip. All right? So this is why we're doing everything that the Lord has asked us to the best of our ability for when that time comes. All right? Because we here. It ain't gonna you ain't gonna see no videos of young Edomites saying how good working hard, 15-hour day jobs paying off. I got a new house. I got a new car. I started a family. Hell no. Okay? You ain't gonna see those videos. All right? Because why? This ain't the place. All right? He that is not good to himself, who shall he be good to? And the answer is no one. All right? Because he wasn't meant to be. So let's go ahead and close out. And this is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5 and verse 8. It reads, be sober, be vigilant. See, if you understand this devil ain't good to himself, how much more bad is he going to be to you? Okay? And knowing that, you want to do everything that the Lord has allowed you to do to keep him from coming close to being that to you. Stay away from this devil as far as possible, man. All right? Don't integrate in any of his goddamn holidays, any of his pagan rituals, or anything, man. Especially that fake so-called, religion Christianity. All right? That's spearheaded by who? So-called Jesus. Cesare Borgia, Caesar Borgia, man. Stay completely away from all that. That shit should be a red flag by now. Okay? So it says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour, right? 2/3 of our people gonna catch that RFID microchip, man. Okay, because why? They love the so-called white man, all right? They can't leave Esau alone, man. All right? And guess what? That's just the Lord rejecting them, okay? That's the matter of the story. That's just the Lord rejecting them, all right? Because they've been warned. And they're like, they don't know. It's just that they choose, or should we say the Lord's rejected them. All right? So we just got to be concerned about ourselves, man. Don't be concerned how the wicked shall be punished, but be more concerned how the righteous shall be what? Delivered. All right? So 1 Peter 5 and 8, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. All right? So with that being said, pray some more was edified through this lesson. And until the next time, if it be the Lord's will, stay strong, stay in the faith. Hey, we're almost home. Shalom. Peace.